Hi guys, this is Alexis from Reflections of a Bookaholic, and I'm here with another Play With Me. This is my spread from last week using a kit from Stuck on You Designs. It was a transition spread, and this week I'm doing it again. I'm going for a transition vibe. I'm planning for the week of August 30th through September 5th, and I'm using this gorgeous kit from Miss and Meow. I love the colors. It makes me think of fall, but it's not exactly fall themed, which makes me think that it's perfect for the transition week. I'm not one that feels like I need to start using fall kits during fall, but I'm in Texas and it's over 90 degrees every day and I'm just not feeling fall right now. Not feeling that autumn fall vibe, and also fall is my favorite time of year for planning. But I'm just not feeling it yet. So transition kit it is. I do start off with the base of the kit, and I like to say I frame it all up, and that is the bottom washi, the headers, date covers, date dots, sidebar, and I still put down the full boxes where I wanted them. I always say two things, and I can be kind of repetitive. One, I say that I'm not a big fan of florals, and florals are all the rage in the planner community, and it's really interesting that I say that. And two, I also say that I'm not a big fan of green. And this kit has both. And you know what? It's not even so much that I'm not a fan of florals. Like, they're not, I mean, in the past, they're not my first choice. I think the community is using them well, and I've definitely been inspired in using them more. But right now, I'm just kind of off of the florals being the whole theme of the kit. Like, there's nothing else going on, just a bunch of florals everywhere. I do like this kit. I do feel like there's florals, but it's not as overwhelming. I think one of the things I could have done differently if I felt like the florals were overwhelming was to change out the bottom washi, but I didn't. I did not use all of the full boxes. One of the full boxes I didn't use was a more floral full box, kind of like the one I put on Sunday. And that's just kind of where I am right now. I pretty much have all of my fall kits for the year, and for the most part, I'm using kits in my collection or kits from the year before. I think just the year before, or just kits, older kits, because for me, there's not a lot of diversity in terms of kit options if you don't want every week to be floral overload. So definitely tell me in the comments what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Are you loving the florals? Are you getting tired of them? Do you feel like there's too many florals in the kits or not enough? Just let me know. I definitely want to know people's thoughts on it, because I feel like I'm definitely in the minority and everyone is loving the florals. Like I said, I'm inspired. But when we got into fall, I was really excited, and I ended up being disappointed a lot at what was out there. So we'll see. I did buy a few kits, and some of them were floral that I fell in love with, but I think it's just the overwhelming week after week after week just is starting to get to me. So I'd love to know your thoughts on that. Definitely let me know. So back to the plan with me. I put everything down. I'm working on the sidebar. I wanted to use that box from Miss and Meow. It looks like a Polaroid to me at the very bottom, to highlight one thing that was going on this week or highlight one thing that happened. And then at the top, I replace I was about to say whited out. I don't think whited out is the word, but I replaced the month with the script from Randy Plans, layered over the scallop circle from the kit, over that clear floral circle from Sadie Stickers. I mentioned it before, but I accidentally got those in clear instead of premium matte, and so I've been using them to kind of as a layering base instead of writing on them. Off camera, I do decorate above the date covers. I don't decorate the individual date covers, but I did string some fairy lights above to add a little fun to the spread. Those fairy lights are from the Giving Girl. I got those from one of her grab bags, or one of, I don't know exactly what it was called, but it was discounted and it was kind of a mystery of what I would get, and I got these very long fairy lights and I really liked working with those. Moving to the plans in Monday, I start off by putting down a full box. I put down that nurse baby script from Panda Bird Designs and my usual nursing mom and baby sticker from Paper Shower. I like using these because I think they're really nice, and it's just marking that I'm still nursing, exclusively nursing my baby. But I also need to use them up because we are coming to his first birthday, and while I'm not sure how long my nursing journey is going to be, I think I'm closer to the end of it than the beginning, and so I do need to use the stickers that I have up. I did layer over a coffee mug from the kit just to note Coffee Monday. The coffee mug's from the kit, and so is the layering sticker. I put down that notebook sticker from Honey Ink just to note that I had a meeting and a brainstorming session with my team. I put down a quarter box and that I ended up pulling up a little bit later just to note that I needed to prep my billing. That icon is from Crafts by Towie. I did layer over some floral deco. The first part of the floral deco is from the kit, and the second part is from some florals that I got from Sadie Stickers. I put down some deco. I put down that mom and baby sticker from Paper Shower and a work script from Letters to Apollo. And then I put down a heart checklist to jot down a few things that I did that evening. On Tuesday, I put down an alarm clock just to note that I went to bed really late. I went to bed at about 6 a.m. and then had to wake up at a decent time and get to work. Just had to put out some fires. I need to clear out my email, and I needed to work on a new case and get a report out. I cut down the heart checklist that came in the kit. It was a larger one of 6, and I just cut it in half. And that emoji is from the Coffee Monsters Co. I then layered that laptop from the Given Girl over some deco. I think that's like a fruit or something. Just to note that I had an initial permanency hearing over Zoom. At the end of Tuesday, I start off by putting down the scallop circles so that I knew how much space I had around it. I put down that arrow sticker from the kit just to note that I had an in-chamber Zoom with the client. And then I put down some floral from the little mini deco sheet that came with my order. I end up making it, having it switch sides. And I just wanted to note that we had a goodbye party for a colleague at Punch Bowl, and I did go to that evening. So one of the things that I did this week that was very, very different is I took a lot of the like mini deco, the flourishes and things like that, the garlands other than the top of the date covers, and I did the entire spread. And at the very end, you'll see that I go back in and add those elements after the whole spread is done. I tried that out, and so you don't see a lot of that happening as I go, but I will 100% say I'm not doing that again. I did not like that at all. And I can talk more about that later about why. So I did put down a deco or floral deco left over from another kit. And then I put down a book sticker from Bloom Paper Studio just to note that Jacob read Dr. Seuss's Green Eggs and Ham to me. And I thought that was like, oh, it's so much progress for him. Because Jacob struggled with speech, and it's struggling with speech. He's been in speech therapy for years. And because of that, learning his sounds and reading started off a little rocky for him. So seeing his progress, I was really excited. On Wednesday, I put down a quarter box and I put down that, what do we even call that? Cash checkbook. No, it's not a checkbook. It's not a check. Cash wallet sticker. Maybe a wallet. Just to note that I stayed up and did billing pretty late. I did put down a baby sticker from Paper Shower over some deco from the kit, just to note that the baby woke up because he's teething again. So I was already up really late with billing, and of course this would be a night that he gets up, and so I was up with him as well. I did finish off the morning with some billing and emails. I put down a scallop quarter box up there and a laptop that icon that came from the kit. I put down that heart checklist from the kit just to note a few things. I tried to fit in as much as I can into my spread. So it's a struggle because the way that I use my memory planner, I do look at these, and in the past I've really compared it to what I plan to do just to see where my time is going and how efficient or effective I am. And so I try to have like an accurate picture of what my day is like and what it feels like, and not just the highlights or the memories, the fun memories. So I just noted that I picked up Jacob that day. We went on a Starbucks run. I made some rosemary garlic chicken. I planted some new veggies in my garden. I have no idea anything about planting and vegetables. I have no idea if it's the right time to do it, seasons or whatever. I just did it. And then I did some mock drafts at the end of the evening, and I painted my nails, which I never do, but when my niece was here and she painted them, I kind of liked it. It got old pretty fast, so I ended up taking the paint off my nails like 2 days later. Moving to Thursday, I did kind of put all of the boxes down where I wanted them, and then I came back here to write them in. I feel like the second half of the spread looks so much better than the first half, and I think that's typical of my spreads. Like somewhere down the line, the first half kind of sets a base or sets a vibe, and then it's easier for me to just kind of go with what I'm feeling for the second half. I didn't realize until after I did Thursday and how little white space I actually left in that column, which is kind of funny because I usually don't have that problem. But I thought that was interesting that I did that. I just noted that I had some coverage for a colleague that morning, and it was pretty much like a pretty kind of get back to basics kind of day. I need to take stock, look at cases, just kind of figure out for the firm just where are we, how many cases do we have, what's it looking like, it's September now, how are we doing compared to last year, all of that boring stuff. And that Thursday was also parent teacher night on Zoom, which is not fun at all. And yeah, so here I'm going back to Monday, and I am realizing that I've got a lot more green on the second half of the spread, and I'm wanting to fill in more green. And so I just went back to the first half and switched out a quarter box to provide a little more green in that spot to create some balance. I saw that there was going to be an issue, and I went ahead and fixed it. I did use that circle scallop again just to note a special review hearing. That was part of deco that I had cut up earlier in the spread, and so I just put that down behind it to give it some dimension. I did use that, what do we call those things? The coffee, I think it's coffee. I layered an arrow behind it just to note that I made an espresso latte. I've been really enjoying the Nespresso machine and playing with it. I put down a heart checklist and jotted down a few things that I did that evening, and ended pretty much with a playground sticker from Paper Muse Crafts, just to note that I took the boys to the park. Moving to Saturday, I think I was talking earlier about how I feel like I kind of get in my groove in the second half of the spread, and I feel like that's more noticeable even in my handwriting, because it is, I'm, let's see, how do I describe that? My handwriting is more messy, but consistent. I think one of the issues that I have with my handwriting is that it's just so random. It just can be cutesy one day, uniform the next day, and just all over the place. I don't have like a uniform handwriting, which is kind of weird. And the second half of the spread was just more like me just jotting things down and getting on with it. And I feel like it's more consistent, even if it's slanted, because that's how I write. And I prefer the consistency than like looking like something's been written by a toddler. I did note Saturday evening that we went to Legoland. I did use that Lego sticker from Fox and Pip. I tried to elevate it a little bit by putting some balloons because I wanted it to be something special, not just we played with Legos. I wanted it to stand out a little bit more. I don't know if I was successful, but that's why I put the balloons there. I then noted that we cut our trip short. We initially planned to stay overnight, but decided against it, and we came home, and I spent the rest of the evening organizing my stickers, and that organized sticker script is from Panda Bird Designs. On Sunday, we had kind of a lazy Sunday. I put down that third box from the kit. That Cuddle and Play script is also from Panda Bird Designs, and I put that next to the Nursing Mom and Baby from Paper Shar. I put down a floral sticker and layered over it that Kleenex box just to kind of note that Jacob had an upset tummy. He was battling some virus of some sort. I have no idea what it was. But of course, because he wasn't feeling well and he was not keeping food down, we had to set a COVID testing appointment, which this is starting to be such a pain. And this is his second one. Luckily, it also came back negative. I put down those arrows because I was trying to create a checklist of a sort, but I didn't like how that was. So I pulled them back up and put them down in a different way. I just noted that I cuddled Jacob because he wasn't feeling well, and I'm such the cuddler and the giving attention and just trying to, I don't know, do what moms do. And I can't say moms do. Usually I'm kind of busy, but when it comes to Jacob being sick, I definitely drop everything to give him a lot of attention. Just noted that Jacob had a COVID test, and then I put down a quarter box, and that food icon sticker is from Crafts by Towie. It's on the baby sheet, but I just used it here to note that I went to H-E-B and Whole Foods to get groceries for the week. When I came back, I put down a third box to note that when I came back, I had a fantasy draft. That laptop sticker is from Sadie Stickers, older icon. And then I finished up by noting with a camera sticker from the kit that I filmed and watched Blacklist, which I'm really enjoying right now. And here I'm just going through and putting in those flourishes and those elements that I talked about. I did not like doing it that way because honestly I couldn't remember where I initially wanted to put things. And so I felt like I was being arbitrary. It didn't feel natural or even as fun. And I kind of missed out on that, I guess. But that's the finished spread. I really like this kit. I think Miss and Meow, what is her name? Is it Regina? I'm not sure. I think she has an eye for color palettes in her kits, and I really enjoy the colors that she puts together. They're unique to me, but I really love that vibe. And I just try to look out for sales so that I can pick up kits of hers when I can. After I put down all of these flourishes, I show you the leftover stickers. I use quite a bit of this kit. I try to do a vid wiggle, and I also turn off the studio lights so you can see how it looks without all the bright lights. That's it. I hope you enjoyed. See you next week. Bye.